Hello, Ray Phoenix here again, and this is Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2. This is probably the best Gran Turismo game, actually. There's a lot more content than Gran Turismo 2, and it's a lot more simpler and easier to play than Gran Turismo 4. A friend of mine played Gran Turismo 4, and he downright sucked at it. But I bet he would have done a lot better if he played this game, Gran Turismo 3, because it's a lot better. This game is some of the most beautiful visuals I've ever seen in a game. Now, really, the cars and all the scenery and environments and even the advertising game, it looks so realistic, so lifelike. In a good way, lifelike. Not creepy, eerie lifelike. Like, good kind of lifelike. This game still, to this day, remains to be one of the graphically best games I've ever seen in anything ever. And it looks so great that even this looks better than a lot of PS2 games that came out in this later years. Like there's a lot of later PS2 games that I've played that don't look as good as this game. This is an early PS2 game from 2001, so that makes it sound even more impressive as impressive achievement. This game has a great soundtrack. I'm not playing the music from the game because the music's copyrighted, and I get a copyright strike on my YouTube account if I showed the music of this game, so I'm not going to do that. But I think you get the idea. It's good music. If you want to know what music sounds like, get the game yourself, buy the game yourself, or look it up or whatever. So yes, this game's a lot of fun, and you could drive a wide variety of real cars in this game with realistic gameplay physics and the gameplay engine. It even has rally racing in it too, which you'll see in a few seconds. Rally racing thing where it's basically Sega Rally, but it's their own version of Sega Rally, which really, I actually think Sega Rally 2 is actually better than this game, actually, or sometimes I think that, not necessarily all the time, but yeah, this game is very fun, and it's very enjoyable. I have a lot of fond memories playing this game with a friend of mine, a close childhood friend of mine. We spend hours playing this game. We joke about the physics in this game. Like, when we play this game, you crash into a wall or something like that, your car remains intact, perfectly fine. But if you did that for a real car in real life, it would be smashed. It would be completely totaled. Yeah, because this game isn't fully realistic. But then again, I've played other racing games that were. Like, I played this Need for Speed game on the PS3 that had realistic physics like that, where you crash into something and your car smashes up completely. So right now I'm racing in the Swiss Alps, a place that I'd like to go to myself maybe someday. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd like Swiss Alps that much. I don't know. I don't really like those types of climate, but yeah, it's really good. I get place. Oh, I hit right there. These cars might as well be bumper cars sometimes because of how much you bump into them and they survive being bumped around. Yeah, I suck at driving cars in real life. I never actually drove a car in real life, actually. But I play these games all the time where I drive cars, and I think I'm quite good at them, actually. I'm playing on a regular PS2 controller, which the PS2 controller has analog buttons, and this game takes advantage of the fact that it has analog buttons, where if you press down the X button, or any of the buttons of the PS2 controller slightly, correct now it's pressing down slightly, and it'll impact your speed in the game. If you press down really hard, it'll go full throttle, basically, in the game. I actually managed to get around that by using a DualShock controller for the PS1 from 1998. Using one of those, I managed to flux. The PS1 controllers don't have analog buttons, so it's either it's pressed or down somewhat or pressed. Sorry, it's only if it's pressed down or pressed completely. There's no in between. Even if you somewhat press it, it will still tell the game it's at full throttle. So, yeah, that works very well. I think that works very well. I like watching racing. Racing's one of the few, if you could call it a sport, it's one of the few things I like watching on TV. I used to like watching racing. I also like playing these games, too. I don't like these games so much. Racing's probably my favorite genre. It might be my second or third favorite genre, actually, if I remember correctly. So now we're in the Trial Mountain, one of the hardest tracks in the game. In this game, it's really hard to drive your car around, because you have to know exactly where to brake and where to twist. You see I hit into the wall like that? There's so many twists and turns and things on this road, and plus you're hitting other cars too, so it's so many complicated twists and turns, and it's always all screeching, like, yeah, it's also much of that. If you play this game in real life, your tires would be destroyed, and your car would be a heap of twisted metal if this is in real life. But thankfully, it's not real life. It's a game. It's a fun game, a very good game. This game comes very cheap, actually. A lot of people that bought PS2s back in the day got this game with it, on account of it came bundled with a lot of PS2s. So yeah, a lot of people, and you bought this game for dirt cheap. I bought this game for $2 back in 2010. So what does that say? And that was in 2010 dollars. So I don't know. It's probably more expensive now because of inflation and things like that. But yeah, I bought this in 2010, well, after most people bought this game. And yeah, this game, I keep saying, it's very fun. I actually kind of like Wipeout games, more on fantasy-based racing games like Mario Kart, or Crash Team Racing, or Speed Punks, games like that, but this game is still very good. It's one of the few racing games on the PS2 worth buying. There's a lot of great racing games on the PS2. Wipeout Fusion, this game came the same year that Wipeout Fusion came out in. Only, as much as I like the Wipeout franchise, I have to say, I think this game might be a little bit better than Wipeout Fusion. I know, Wipeout Fusion wasn't as good. I like Quantum Redshift on the Xbox more than Wipeout Fusion, but I don't know. I don't know what was going on with those people at the time. But the people that made this game knew what they were doing, because they put a lot of detail and effort into the game's effort you could see and feel and appreciate. And also the rumbling on the controller works well too. A lot of time it feels like my controller is going to explode when I play this game because of how much the controller rumbles, like yeah. I remember. Yeah, I have actually better memories actually playing Gran Turismo 2, because I've had Gran Turismo 2 a lot longer, and I have fond memories playing the game with my father and my friends and other people like that. There's a lot of people I knew when I was a kid growing up back in the day liked Gran Turismo 2. Even Mark from Classic Game Room gave Gran Turismo 2 his vote for best game of 1999. I don't know what he thinks of this game. I don't remember much of what he thinks of this game. I don't know. I haven't watched Classic Game Room in a while. But there's a lot of other Gran Turismo games. There's also Gran Turismo 4, which also came out on the PS2. And there's a Gran Turismo game on the PSP, I think. I never had that one. And there's some Gran Turismo games on the PS3 that I know of. I don't have any of those. I never played any of the ones on the PS3, but I have this. I mean, I have PS2. Like, this is PS2. It's cheaper, and it's probably just as fun or equally as fun. So, you can't really go wrong with that. This game has everything you want in a great realistic racing game. Whoa, and I slipped over that hill, that ramp thing there on the side of the ground. I keep crashing my car. I really do suck at driving. This is why I don't drive in real life. I'm scared if I do drive in real life, I'm going to crash and get someone killed, or it's worse. I don't know, it could be worse, but I know I could do some pretty awful, serious damage if I drove in real life, and I'm scared. That's why I'm scared of driving in real life. I'm scared I'd put something like that. It's the fear of driving. That is a real fear. There probably is a name for that fear. I don't know what it is. I don't have access to internet right now, so I can't look it up, but I know there probably is a name for that fear. There's fears of a lot of things. There's fears of spiders, there's fears of snakes, there's fear of wicker furniture, there's fears of windows, dirty windows, there's fear of old TVs, there's fear of carbon monoxide, there's fear of mercury, the stuff that used to be in batteries, there's fear of Mexican cuisine, and yeah, I think that should be a real fear, Mexican cuisine, especially because it makes this kid in my class spend hours in the bathroom every day missing his classes, and he loses time he could be academic, doing some academic studying, so it really does have a bad effect. They should sue the people and make that food for ruining someone's education. That should be a reason to sue someone or something. But again, these people actually do sue things for ridiculous reasons. As Weird Al said in his song, I'll sue ya. Yeah. So the race is over. I came in 4th place, 4 of 6. It's a lose, but it's not a bad lose, I'd say so myself. So this is Ray Phoenix signing out.